And then Andy's mom comes in, grabs stuff that I guess she's like, yeah, he won't miss this, this. Everything seems
I'm
pretty
so glad my
okay.
mom never did that.
Right. Me too. And it seems alright at first, and then she grabs Wheezy and he goes, bye, Woody. And then Woody sees him go, no!
Oh, oh, come on. Apparently he can't whistle with his good arm. He has to use his bad arm to whistle. Man, I can't even whistle with my fingers, period, so...
He calls Buster, and then he takes Buster outside to try to save Wheezy. I love how they go, Rex is like, don't do it, Woody! We love
you! They go out, they save Wheezy.
Casual. That was so funny.
They save Wheezy, but at a cost.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Woody fell off Buster, and then a little girl picks him up and goes, Mommy, can we get this one?
And she's like, you don't want this toy, it's broken.
And the toys in Andy's room are witnessing this, by the way. Thanks, what's that thing's name? What's the binocular toy's name?
I don't remember. He was such a minor character in the first one.
Oh, but he had a name. I don't remember. But Woody gets tossed, and then the pull string gets pulled, and he hears, there's a snake in my boot. And then this man, who you don't see at first, picks up Woody, and he's like...
And starts talking collector talk.
Like, oh, perfectly stitched, nice plastic, little rip, fixable. If only you
had your hand staged polyvinyl. I found him. And then Andy's mom comes up like, need help? And he's like, I'll give you 50 cents for all this junk. She notices Woody, and she actually tries, she's like, you know what? Nah, he ain't for sale. He's an old family toy. And
I love Mr. Potato Head said, yeah, go home, Mr. Fancy
Car. I like how Woody was like, or not Woody, Buzz is like, hand over to the sheriff, nice and easy.
Go away. The other way. And then he almost trips over a skateboard and uses it to distract Amy's mom, pries open the box, and steals Woody.
Yep.
So Buzz tries to run after him, which, by the way, way to go, Buzz.
Yeah, way to go, Buzz.
And doesn't work, but he saw the tag of the car, which is a collection of letters he feels like he's seen before. And the only clue he has is a feather that was discarded.
Gee, I wonder what that could mean.
Yeah, if you're 4 years old, you can put this together. But it's Al from Al's Toy Barn, and
also I just feel like I need to mention this just because of my personal preference for cars. He's got a green Cadillac,
right?
Come on, a dude that sleazy does not deserve a car that nice.
No. And how does he afford that car? His Toy Barn ain't making shit. That's why he's making the deal with the Japanese guy.
And no, I'm gonna say he lives right across the street from where he works, and he still drives that stupid car to work.
Right, and he's like,
lazy
I
ass.
gotta drive all the way to work, and he's like,
on a Saturday, all the way to work.
It's right there, dude.
Yeah, dumbass, walk your fat ass.
But anyway, he puts Woody in this glass display case, and as soon as he's gone, Woody's trying to find a way out, but he realizes he's not alone.
No. And he gets
scooped up by a horse.
Yep. And he's like, whoa, sit, I said. Whoa, whoa. Ooh.
He bucks him away, and then there's this cowgirl who immediately goes, yeah!
Okay, that's Jessie, who is probably one of my favorite characters in that movie just because of her energy, who is voiced by Joan Cusack, but honestly, I did not put those together because her usual voice, i.e. her voice from either Addams Family or School of Rock, take your pick, and then her Jessie voice are totally different.
Very different.
Or at least
Jessie's got a whole different energy.
Yeah.
And as soon as she sees Woody, she's like, it's you! It's you! It's you! It's you!
Which is probably going to be how my sister greets me when I finally enter heaven, but, you know.
And then he's like, the prospector don't want to meet you! And then
I love how she goes, sweet mother Abraham Lincoln!
And the prospector, voiced by Kelsey Grammer.
Primo actor, by the way, if you don't know who he is.
Yeah. Have you watched Frasier? Anyway.
Or Simpsons, or X-Men, or... That's all I know him for.
Troll Hunters. Anyway. He sees Woody and he goes, the prodigal son has returned.
So and Woody's like, the fuck? He doesn't understand.
Woody clearly doesn't know these people, but they for some reason know him. And they're like,
Everyone knows your name, Woody.
and Woody figures out that he was part of an old TV show called Woody's Roundup that was really popular.
Which would technically make him a collectible, but he's not, because he's been out of his box for years.
Right. And it's,
Really, the only collectible in that whole collection is the prospector. He's still in the box. As Jesse says, he's meant in the box, never been opened.
yeah, but how...
Which...
Well, we'll get there. But it makes me wonder how many other Woodies are still intact, you know? Because as we see later in this movie, there's tons of Buzzes. But,
well, he's the newest toy on the market. So.
Right. But, like, that's the thing, is that they address the fact that, like in real life, toys are mass-produced. So it's like, Woody was clearly famous enough to get his own lamp, his yo-yo. He was on a yo-yo! And all this other merchandise that's all over Al's room. So
One of my favorite... Okay, speaking of that merchandise, two of my favorite shots from that scene with the merchandise is when he goes... Well, like, when he's like, what does this thing do? Doing. I get it. There's a snake in my boot. And the other one I like is when he's like, hey, nice teeth. And yet, still a good-looking guy.
It makes me wonder how many other Woodies are still intact. At the point that when he discovered this, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, okay. It's kind of a spoiler for the fourth movie, but he knows when he himself was manufactured. He says in the late 50s.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said 1950 something. So he's been around for a while, and he also said Andy's mom said he was an old family toy, so he's been passed down.
Oh, you're totally right. She did say that. Maybe Andy's dad had him first, or even 50s. Maybe even his granddad.
Maybe.
Shit, I didn't think of that. But anyway, back to the movie. Woody discovers he was on this popular TV show called Woody's Roundup, where it's basically Little House on the Prairie with Woody
and puppets. They're all puppets,
little stick puppets, and
marionettes.
Jesse was
kind of creepy, but
Jesse was sort of like his deputy. Bullseye the horse is his trusty steed, and Prospector was the Prospector.
And he was kind of an idiot, which is kind of funny considering he's played by Kelsey Grammer, who was like...
I think like when they're watching the intro theme song, when he's like, "Anybody see my stick?" and the actual Prospector's like, ugh. I think it's like one of those things where a trained actor had to be reduced to playing such a low role kind of thing.
Like
and I think that's why they got Kelsey Grammer to do it, because he played Frasier.
Like Ray Fiennes playing Voldemort in Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Hey. Yeah. Hey, say what you want, man, but Ray Fiennes did a great job playing Voldemort.
Oh, he did. I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm just saying, like, he got, like...
That was a weird
That was a cheesy... Oh, no. In Spanish, it's even funnier.
Oh, yeah. Well, we could go into a whole tandem about that, but... Buzz then, thanks to the commercial for Alice Toy Barn, finds the directions to go there, and he and, Slinky, Rex, Ham, Mr. Potato Head... I think that's it. Yeah.
Basically the main cast of the first movie.
Basically, minus Bo Peep.
Goes
off to find Woody.
That reminds me of a scene in that... Well, three things I like in the scene preceding that, when he's making the plan to go.
Right.
Well, I like it when he says, "Woody once risked his life to save me. I couldn't call myself his friend if I weren't willing to do the same." I'm like, yes.
Yes, real friendship.
Ride and die with your homie.
Yeah. And I love when Mr. Potato Head, like, "I'm packing you some,
extra pair of shoes and your angry eyes, just in case."
The bloopers for that are hilarious.
Yeah, and secondly, I like it when Wheezy's all, "Mr. Buzz Lightyear, you gotta save my pal Woody."
Aww, that's so nice.
"I'll do my best, son." When Bo Peep is like, "This is for Woody when you find him." She kisses his cheek.
He's like, "I don't think
all right.
this
ain't coming from me."
It probably wouldn't.
It probably, ask the shippers. They probably tell you.
Yeah, good point. And it cuts back to Woody in Al's apartment watching
the show.
Roundup. Yeah.
That would be like the Chipmunks watching their show.
Right.
Which I guess they would do.
I gotta give credit to him. He's never seen it before. He didn't know about it.
That is true.
And so he's watching an episode where the Prospector and Jesse are stuck in a cave and they accidentally lit dynamite.